maid, please leave the customer alone. How can I help you? You must be kidding. We're done. No...
Eren, more scales. I can make another set.
Dear Andraste, no.
I've been thinking every night about what I'd do different. It's all in my head. Dear Eren, don't worry. I can make it faster this time.
You can?
You worry too much. Just give me the scales, friend, and I'll have my finest work for you. Perfect, you say? Well, there are a few alterations I could make. I'll close up the shop then. No more new orders. Think of the possibilities.
We're closed. Oh, it's you. Your armor isn't done yet. Come back later.
Huh.
What can I get you, stranger? There's outrage over what Tyrn Loghain did to the hunters out of Oswin, letting a man starve, helpless. I think Tyrn Loghain meant that to be a lesson, to make everyone think twice about continuing this fight. It's going to do exactly the opposite, you ask me. Anything else you need? Right, I'll show you around.
Indeed. Blast and damnation! Horsefoot. Indeed. Indeed.
Been out to the market. It's not much to be had.
There isn't likely to be more anytime soon.
Your desire?
Long live King Harriman!
I trust Vala, Warden.
And I'm off.
So you can turn into animals, aye?
It's hard to believe we have a king again.
I suppose the ancestors figured the Idukans had enough.
that out of the way, perhaps we can finally resume trade.
Well, I see what sort of company you've taken up.
At last we have a king again. I trust that King Harrowmont will do what is best for Orzammar.
Long live King Harrowmont.
No, nothing I say is provably false.
The ancestors have spoken. Long live Harrowmont.
So Harrowmont managed to snatch the throne after all. And I hear we have you to thank.
I will not allow the warriors that serve my house leave to defend the surface. Why should our strong dwarven men die for these humans? And that wife
It's
of
about
Harrowmont?
time
She
the
doesn't
Assembly
deserve
saw
to be
sense
queen.
and put Harrowmont on the throne.
Orzammar welcomes the Grey Wardens.
I'm glad we have a king again.
Harrowmont will be a good king.
King Harrowmont?
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I, don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research. I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads. You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the Assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
All right.
I've been hoping you'd return to Orzammar. Oh, I have so much to tell you. The other houses repaid their debts to my house, and I had enough money to send an expedition into our old Tig. We found so many things. I kept some for you. I said I'd repay you, didn't I? I could never fully repay what you've done for me. But this is a start, I hope. Walk well, and may fortune always smile on you, Grey Warden.
And I'm off.
News of the hour. Supporters of disgraced Lord Balin take to the streets. Pandemonium increases by 10%.
Balin's supporters aren't going to take this lying down.
I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
And I'm off.
Stone preserve King Harrowmount. I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of whole cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.